If you're over 55, there is one silent deficiency that can weaken your muscles, drain your energy, blur your thinking, and increase your risk of fractures, infections, and heart complications. And you may not feel it until it's too late. It's vitamin D, the sunlight hormone, behind more than 60 essential processes in your body. Most people believe vitamin D is only about strong bones, but this nutrient is far more powerful. It influences your muscles, immunity, brain health, inflammation levels, glucose regulation, and even the pace at which your body ages. Low levels accelerate weakness, slow recovery, and quietly push the body toward frailty. After age 55, your skin becomes up to 4 times less effective at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Even if you spend time outdoors, your body simply cannot manufacture enough. Your kidneys, responsible for converting vitamin D into its active form, also work less efficiently with age. This means your blood test might appear normal, yet your tissues may still be starving for the usable form of vitamin D. On top of that, older adults absorb less vitamin D from food. Even a healthy diet may not be enough. These age-related changes explain why more than 70% of people over 60 have insufficient levels, often without any obvious signs. Vitamin D deficiency rarely announces itself loudly. Instead, it whispers, slowly, subtly, and persistently. One of the earliest signs is fatigue that persists even after good rest. This isn't ordinary tiredness. It's the kind that feels like your internal battery simply refuses to recharge. Another common symptom is muscle weakness, especially in the legs, hips, and thighs. Seniors with low vitamin D frequently experience slower walking speeds and reduced physical performance. Studies show that older adults with deficiency may walk up to 20% slower, which directly impacts balance and mobility. Deep, dull aches in bones or joints, often moving from place to place, are another classic sign. These aches can mimic arthritis, but they're actually rooted in the body's inability to properly use calcium without adequate vitamin D. Mood changes are also frequent. Low vitamin D affects the brain areas responsible for emotional balance, leading to symptoms that resemble seasonal depression, even in warm months. Frequent colds, lingering infections, and slow recovery are also red flags. Your immune cells contain vitamin D receptors, and without enough of the nutrient, those cells respond sluggishly. Many seniors don't realize that weak immunity often begins with low vitamin D. Nighttime muscle cramps, restless sleep, fragile nails, and thinning hair may also appear early in the deficiency process. One of the most dangerous consequences is impaired balance. Studies consistently show that low vitamin D levels increase the risk of falls by up to 30%. Falls are one of the biggest threats to independence in older age, often leading to fractures, long hospital stays, and a decline in confidence. But the risks go beyond symptoms. Ignoring low vitamin D increases the likelihood of osteoporosis, fractures, muscle wasting, heart complications, chronic inflammation, autoimmune issues, and cognitive decline. Some studies even show a connection between chronic deficiency and reduced longevity. This is why I call vitamin D the silent accelerator of aging. It affects systems quietly but profoundly. The first step toward protecting your health is knowing your level. The only accurate test is the 25-hydroxyvitamin D blood test, also known as 25-OHD. For older adults, an optimal range is typically 40-60 mg/ml, high enough for strong bones, strong muscles, and a resilient immune system. Levels below 20 nmol indicate deficiency, while 20-30 nmol is considered insufficient for seniors who want to maintain strength and independence. The vast majority of older adults fall into the 16-28 ng/ml range without supplementation. This is why sun exposure and food alone usually aren't enough after age 55. Understanding these foundations will help you prevent weakness, maintain mobility, and support long-term health. In the next part, we'll explore safe, science-backed ways to raise your vitamin D level and avoid the mistakes that many older adults unknowingly make. The fastest way to restore vitamin D safely is a combination of three strategies: moderate sunlight, nutrient-rich food, and controlled supplementation. Sunlight helps, but only to a point. Seniors should aim for 10–20 minutes of morning or late afternoon sun on arms and legs. But remember, older skin produces far less vitamin D. Even daily walks may give you only a small portion of what you truly need. That's why food sources become important, though they also provide limited amounts. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel offer some vitamin D, as do egg yolks, liver, fortified milk, and cod liver oil. Still, food usually covers only 10–20% of the daily requirement after 55. That brings us to the most effective method: supplements. The safest and most reliable daily dose for older adults is 1,000–2,000 IU of vitamin D3, not D2. Vitamin D3 is absorbed better, stays in the body longer, and raises blood levels twice as effectively as D2. For those with deficiency below 20 ng/ml, doctors often prescribe 4,000 IU daily for 8 to 12 weeks, followed by retesting. But please remember, high doses like 50,000 IU weekly should only be taken if a doctor explicitly prescribes them and monitors your blood work. They are not meant for long-term, unsupervised use. There is one crucial detail many people overlook. Vitamin D and magnesium work together. Your body cannot properly activate vitamin D without magnesium. When magnesium is low, and many seniors unknowingly have borderline deficiencies, vitamin D supplements may cause side effects like heart palpitations, anxiety, headaches, muscle tension, or insomnia. The solution is simple and highly effective: 200–350 mg of magnesium glycinate daily. Magnesium citrate is also an option, especially if you struggle with constipation. Taking magnesium in the evening often improves sleep and nighttime relaxation. Another valuable helper is vitamin K2, particularly in the MK7 form. K2 acts like a traffic controller for calcium. It directs calcium into bones where it is needed and keeps it away from arteries, preventing calcification. Seniors benefit from 90–180 mcg of K2-MK7 daily, alongside vitamin D3. This trio, vitamin D3, magnesium glycinate, and K2-MK7, is one of the most effective combinations for maintaining strong bones, healthy arteries, stable mood, and better muscle performance. When taking vitamin D, timing matters, more than people think. Many individuals take their supplements late in the evening, unknowingly disrupting their sleep. Vitamin D can interfere with melatonin production in sensitive adults. The best time to take vitamin D is with breakfast or lunch, and always with a meal containing healthy fats. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, so taking it on an empty stomach significantly reduces absorption. A small amount of olive oil, avocado, eggs, nuts, or fish improves uptake dramatically. How fast will you feel a difference? For many seniors, the first improvements appear within 1 to 2 weeks: brighter mood, more stable energy, and clearer thinking. Over the next 3 to 6 weeks, nighttime muscle cramps ease, mobility improves, and deep bone aches often lessen noticeably. After 2 to 3 months, most people report better balance, fewer respiratory infections, more refreshing sleep, and a general feeling of turning back on. Vitamin D doesn't work like a stimulant. Its effects build slowly, but transform the foundation of your health. Vitamin D replenishment is not about quick effects. It's about rebuilding the foundation your body relies on every hour of the day. Think of it as restoring the operating system of your muscles, bones, and immune cells. This foundation becomes even more important after the age of 60, when the body's natural regulatory systems become less efficient and more fragile. When vitamin D levels rise into the optimal range, the body regains strength in ways that many seniors haven't felt in years. One of the most underestimated benefits of optimal vitamin D levels is improved neuromuscular coordination. Seniors with healthy vitamin D levels show stronger grip, better posture stability, and faster reaction times, all of which directly reduce the risk of falling. Falls are not just accidents. They are one of the leading causes of hospitalization and loss of independence in older adults. A daily habit of proper vitamin D supplementation can literally prevent a hip fracture, months of rehabilitation, or the sudden shift from independence to needing long-term care. But the influence of vitamin D goes beyond muscles and bones. It plays a major role in immune resilience. Older adults with sufficient vitamin D tend to have fewer respiratory infections, recover more quickly from illness, and experience fewer complications. This is because vitamin D helps immune cells identify and destroy pathogens more effectively. It supports macrophages, T cells, B cells, and dendritic cells, the very cells responsible for fighting viruses, bacteria, and chronic inflammation. When vitamin D is low, these cells respond slower and less precisely, leading to prolonged illness and higher vulnerability. Vitamin D also affects chronic inflammation, the slow-burning fire behind many age-related diseases. Low vitamin D correlates with higher levels of inflammatory markers, which contribute to joint pain, fatigue, cardiovascular issues, and cognitive decline. Restoring vitamin D into the optimal range can help calm this inflammation, allowing the body to repair more efficiently. Mental clarity and emotional stability are also strongly connected to vitamin D. Studies show that seniors with low vitamin D are significantly more likely to experience low mood, anxiety, and cognitive slowing. Vitamin D supports serotonin regulation, reduces inflammation in brain tissue, and protects neurons from stress. Many older adults who correct their vitamin D levels describe feeling mentally lighter, more focused, and more emotionally balanced. Now, let's address the dangerous mistakes that many older adults unknowingly make with vitamin D supplementation. The first mistake is taking megadoses, often 50,000 IU or more, without medical supervision. While these doses are sometimes prescribed, they must be monitored carefully. Taking high doses for too long can raise calcium levels excessively, leading to kidney problems, nausea, irregular heart rhythms, or confusion. The second mistake is taking vitamin D without magnesium. Magnesium is essential for converting vitamin D into its active form. Without enough magnesium, vitamin D cannot perform its functions properly. This is one of the main reasons people taking vitamin D report side effects, such as anxiety, headaches, muscle tension, or heart palpitations. Yet these symptoms usually disappear once magnesium intake is corrected. The third mistake is taking vitamin D too late in the day. While vitamin D is not a stimulant, it can interfere with melatonin production in sensitive individuals. Taking it in the morning or early afternoon ensures better sleep quality. The fourth mistake is taking vitamin D on an empty stomach, which significantly reduces absorption. Taking it with healthy fats, such as eggs, avocado, olive oil, nuts, or fish, dramatically boosts uptake. The fifth mistake is ignoring vitamin K2. While vitamin D improves calcium absorption, vitamin K2 directs that calcium into bones and prevents it from depositing in arteries and soft tissues. This is especially important for seniors who want to protect both bone density and cardiovascular health. Finally, another overlooked mistake is failing to retest vitamin D levels. Supplementation is not guesswork. Levels should be measured every 6 months to ensure they remain in the optimal range. Some seniors absorb vitamin D very efficiently, while others require higher doses. Retesting ensures you stay safe, balanced, and protected. Vitamin D is not just another supplement, it is a cornerstone of healthy aging. And when used correctly, it can dramatically improve quality of life, mobility, strength, and overall vitality. Let's bring everything together in a simple, practical checklist. The same one I give to my own patients who want to stay strong, independent, and healthy after 60. These steps are straightforward, safe, and based on decades of clinical experience working with older adults. 1. Test your vitamin D level, 25 OH-D. This is the only accurate test. Never rely on symptoms alone. Many seniors feel fine until the deficiency becomes severe. Testing gives you clarity and prevents guesswork. 2. Aim for 40-60 Nung Mel. This is the range most associated with strong muscles, good immunity, stable mood, and reduced risk of falls. Levels below 20 Nung Mel indicate deficiency. 20-30 Mel is insufficient for older adults. 3. Take 1,000-2,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily. Vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, is the most effective and safest form for long-term use. It absorbs better, lasts longer in the bloodstream, and raises levels more efficiently than vitamin D2. If your level is very low, your doctor may temporarily prescribe higher doses, but only under supervision. 4. Pair vitamin D with magnesium glycinate. Magnesium is the key that activates vitamin D. Without it, vitamin D may not work properly and may even cause uncomfortable symptoms. Most seniors benefit from 200-350 millicomoles of magnesium glycinate daily. Magnesium citrate is another option, particularly for those who experience constipation. 5. Add vitamin K2 MK7, 90-180 mcg. Vitamin K2 helps direct calcium into bones and keeps it out of arteries, reducing the risk of calcification. When taken together with vitamin D3, it creates a powerful synergy for bone strength and cardiovascular protection. 6. Take vitamin D with breakfast or lunch, never late in the day. Vitamin D can interfere with melatonin production in some people, making nighttime supplementation a common cause of sleep disturbances. Taking it earlier helps your body absorb it more effectively and protects your sleep. 7. Always take vitamin D with healthy fats. Vitamin D is fat-soluble. Taking it on an empty stomach can cut absorption dramatically. Adding olive oil, nuts, avocado, eggs or fish increases uptake many times over. 8. Retest your levels every 6 months. Your body changes with seasons, diet, medication, and age. Retesting ensures you stay in the optimal range and helps your doctor adjust your dose if needed. When you follow this system, something remarkable happens. Your foundation becomes stronger. Most seniors describe more energy, steadier balance, easier walking, fewer nighttime cramps, and better sleep. Many notice improved mood, sharper thinking, and a stronger immune response during cold and flu season. These improvements don't arrive overnight, but they build steadily and reliably, like strengthening the roots of a tree. Vitamin D is not a miracle cure. It will not replace movement, hydration, or balanced nutrition, but it acts as a stabilizer, a quiet architect that improves the structures your body depends on every day. When your vitamin D is optimized, everything above it becomes more resilient. Your muscles, your bones, your immune system, your heart, your brain. If you are watching or reading this, remember something important. Your body still has tremendous potential, no matter your age. Strength, clarity, and vitality are not just for the young. They are for anyone who gives their body what it needs. One small action can begin an enormous positive shift. Check your vitamin D level. From that point on, each step becomes easier. Each improvement builds on the last. And over time, you feel the difference in every part of your daily life. In how you move, how you think, how you sleep, and how you handle stress. Thank you for taking this journey with me. Stay safe, stay strong, and keep your vitamin D levels in their optimal range. It is one of the smartest and most empowering choices you can make for your long-term health, independence, and longevity.